Hello. Panda coming at you. Today I was playing Destiny 2 and I went after the Xenophage bounty. And as you can see, I'm in a bit of heresies. And I got all the way here by myself, and I was kind of confused once I got into this area because I've never been here before. So it was kind of one of those things that I just had to figure it out on my own and be patient. But I did have somebody come in later and help me with the last part of the quest because I've never done this, and I didn't realize that there was different burns for the wizard, so I was getting confused. So I was like, okay, this is not good. As you can see, I'm running around, jumping, looking around, trying to figure out where the heck am I at? What am I supposed to be doing? I know I'm supposed to get 3 symbols, but the symbols changed because this was my 3rd attempt, and the first time I got to the wizard, and I used my sword to get rid of her, but her 2 side wizards that she has with her killed me. So I was like, man, this is stupid. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna finish this bounty, and here's the wizard. As you can see, I think this one's a wizard. Yeah, this is. So I'm sitting there playing cat and mouse with the wizard because the wizard won't just stay in the one area where I can get a shot at her with that sword. And you can tell, I'm 1598. She hits pretty good, But this is for a heavy weapon that a lot of people told me I should have got. And so I was like, okay, this is gonna be chaos, So I was going up and down, and it was a lot of work. And I finally get the wizard, I toggled the outside the door, and I was thinking, man, if I don't get this wizard with the sword, I'm gonna have to kill another night-bearing sword. Or, sword-bearing knight. So I was just going back and forth trying to get this wizard. And I'm thinking, come on, really? And I was thinking, okay, I gotta get closer and aim that thing at her. So I see me running in and around, and it's like, okay, is she dead? No. Now she is. So I was like, okay, I'm out of here. And, it was honestly a lot of work. And for some reason, the symbols that I thought that I needed weren't the symbols that I needed. So if you're going to come in here and do this mission, make sure that you know exactly what symbols you need when you go to the first night in your landing area. Because, see, what killed me the first time was those elevators here. I tried to jump off like right there or something, and I came down and boom, I died. I was like, man, all I needed was one more person to kill, And I'm not sure if it was just me or not, but the symbols changed. And I wasn't very happy about it, so I think that, the screenshot that I originally had wasn't the same as the one that I needed to finish. So I think I ended up clearing more than 5 of the areas in here, because it was just mad stupid. That's what happens when you got a newbie and they're trying to do things themselves. And I'm not a complete new player. I used to do Nightfalls back in the day by myself, and I used to get a lot of Galahorns in Destiny 1. Then Destiny 2 came out, and they made it so kind of needed a fire team, but we'd still try it every now and then, get our light levels up and, do the thing. So I have done a lot of harder content by myself over the years. So sitting there, being patient, shooting everything, waiting for my invisibility to come back so I can get the heck out of here. was like, oops, and I watch. All of a sudden you're gonna see people shooting at me from behind. And there's a freaking knight chasing me, and I didn't know it. The sword bearer. So I'm like, hey, where am I supposed to be? And I look down, and sure enough, there's a sword bearer hanging out, trying to get me. So I was like, oh, okay, there's a sword here. So the place I was supposed to be is directly beneath me. So I was like, okay. So as you can see, I finally got the symbol right, and I was like, okay, here we go. This is the last one. This is the knight with the shield. So I was like, okay, how can I get these guys? And I was thinking, okay, there's an area over here. My back's to the wall. And I was thinking, okay, I got it good. And then all of a sudden I'm getting surrounded. I was like, where'd these guys come from? And they almost killed me and made me have to do this all over again. So I was like, yeah, this is not good. I was like, okay, got an ogre, big knight, and another sword bearer. I was like, oh my goodness, never ends. So as you can see, I went and got another sword, and I went in here, and I was like, okay. And I was thinking, this is not the sword bearer. And I'm like, okay, so this guy almost killed me too. I was like, ooh. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I just, went in here and took his sword and went back up here, and I had to go back to where I started this shenanigans at. And it was chaos. So thank goodness my buddy Jared told me about, changing the, perks to this gun, So I'm sitting here and I'm looking, I'm like, that's the right symbol. Then I realized there's a knight bearer, another sword bearer right below me. I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is getting old. So I took the sword and I'm going back up here to do it again. So I was like, okay. So as you can see, I looked like I was lost, and I was. But if you're going to come in here, try to do it with somebody who's been in here, because these things here are actually elevators. And you can put the sword down to see where you're going, but it'll allow you to pick it up before you leave. And so that's what I was doing. I was just kind of roaming around and trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, okay, this isn't good. So I'm stuck up here and I'm sitting there looking around thinking, okay. I was thinking, okay, I gotta get back to where I started. Because the symbol I was at was the one I was supposed to be at. And I'm like, okay, elevator. Express elevator to hell. At least that's what I felt like. So, anywho, this is what I was doing, and you can see, I was kind of like lost, and I'm like running in circles. It's like, okay. I was like, I gotta be at the right symbol. And I'm like, no, it's not that one. So I'm looking below me, and see the hamburger right there? That's the one I was supposed to be at. So I was, like I said, I was lost when I was in here. And there's like the sword, the knight with the sword again. I took a sword, and back at it I went. So, like I said, if you're going to be doing this here mission, make sure you bring some friends with you, because it can be chaos. And I had fun, but it was a lot of work. I was like, okay, I'm over here again, and that's the one I'm supposed to be at right here. So I was like, okay, I think this is the last one, and like, okay. I come in here, and I'm thinking, okay. running around in here looking for a knight. I'm like, okay, that's not the right one again. So I'm running around chasing, trying to figure out why I keep ending up with this guy. And like I said, he was pretty solid, you know what I mean? Should have just put my sword down and killed him with my gun. It usually kills him pretty quick. Especially if you're using an osteo. It does a lot of poison damage to your enemies. So I'm going back up and I'm going back to the beginning again to see where I'm supposed to be. And come in here and that's like, there's the sword bearer again. So as you can see, I'm killing a lot of sword bearers. And it's like, okay, go this way, sneaky this way. Alright, go here, get on the elevator. Back up again, try to jump over here. And everything's shooting at me. So I'm like, okay, well, there's only one place left I can go. And as you can see, they're still shooting at me. So I go in here where I started to look at a symbol. And just to get the symbol. And I'm like, okay. Why did that symbol change? Because the first time I did it, it was totally different. I was like, man, this is stupid. And you know, then I look for the hamburger, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, where's the hamburger? So this is the hamburger that I'm supposed to be looking for. I'm like, oh, hey, there's the hamburger. So as you can see, I made my way down. And I was like, I'm not going down there easy. So I said, okay, I'm gonna have to get a sword anyway. So I put super up, and I realized everything was coming at me. So I went to the heavy machine gun, reloaded because I needed his sword. So I thought, okay, well, here he comes. Oh, here's another one. So he's spawning, scared the shit out of me. And yes, then I went in here and guess what? There's a bunch of thralls chasing the knight with the shield around. So I was like, oh, okay. I said, okay, go in here and kill this big boy. And thralls started chasing me too. And as you see, my osteo is pretty badass. I reshaped it earlier. Now I got better range, and I put a bigger magazine on it, so when I'm shooting it, yeah, and that's something you can also do is you can reshape your osteo. So if you do, you can actually get this perk in there where it will give you like pretty much unlimited ammo if you're fighting a lot of bosses. And so that's what I did. And now, after you finish that step, you gotta look for that beam. And once you get to the beam, there's gonna be probably about maybe 5 to 10 ads down there, and they're pretty solid. So me being the good guy I am, decided to scout rifle and bring my grenade. And as you see all those little pink and red things, I'm starting to get attacked from above too. So I went up on the rock and I was like, okay, I can't see him. So I'm just gonna sit up here and shoot everybody. And yeah, that's the best scout rifle I got for what do you call elemental. So I mean, I have other scout rifles, but I use an osteo, so I can't use it. And I have one that shoots 225 rounds per minute, or 250 rounds per minute, or 60 rounds per minute. So it's pretty fast, and I'm pretty accurate with it. But I have to use this one for the time too, because it's what I got. And so, as you see, I was sitting there, trying to kill these guys, and it's like, okay. Like, I'm gonna go down there and just kill these guys. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. And as you see, the osteoid's reaching that far to poison them, so I reloaded the big gun. And got the beam open. So I had to look up to see what I had to do here. And then I realized I had to go inside and go in that little doorway and run down that little path. Get my loot and keep going and go to this area. And as you see, I'm going here. And the first time I did this, I fell off. You know, I'm a hunter. I can't jump and glide like a warlock. So the first time is you jump to the door to the left, and then you jump upward. So as you see, I'm from the center. I am going here. So yeah. So you go in here and you walk in the door. You don't stand outside the door and look at that. You walk in there and reveal that. So you get the next step. And then you go out here and you jump back over to the platform. And I was going out somewhere over here. Oh, the next platform over, I tried to jump on it. And it pushed me. So good thing I have my stompies on and I'm a hunter. So I was able to actually maneuver back into the area. So I was like, ooh, that's good. And so as you see, pushed me, and I was like, "Whoa!" Now you walk up here, you look down to the right, and you'll see that little doorway right here with the green. And you run down the hallway and go to the ogre area. And so that's what I did. I took off looking down there, and went through this little path down here, and I made it to the ogre area, and then I got the wizard started, and I couldn't get the wizard. You know, I was standing here and I'm like, okay, well, this is not good. So this is the second attempt with somebody else coming in to help me. And as you see, Dash, he came and helped me do this, and I was very appreciative. So I got the orb, then I got back over there, and freaking ogre got me. Those ogres are real buttheads too, so you know, it's like I ran out here and I broke this and I had to run this way, and all of a sudden come around the corner and I was like, oh crap, the ogre. So I grabbed the orb and went to run around and I missed it. It's right there, you know. And so I'm running this way and I ran through here and Dash followed me, and I was like, oh, ogre here, ogre there. See, and then there's a knight there. I never seen a knight in there. So I come back in here and get out here, and I follow Dash, and we end up running right in there, and so we go over here and got the ogre chasing me, and then Dash is giving me advice, telling me what to do and stuff, and I'm like, okay, this is good. And I told him I'm gonna go get the doorway. And he was telling me, you gotta get the headphones. So we're sitting there and he's typing in it because he don't have headphones. So I'm like, okay, there's an ogre outside that door, and there's an ogre outside this door. And he made me invisible, so I was like, oh, look, the ogre's backpedaling with us. And I was like, oh, hey, he already got open. So anyway, he got the door open. We went in there, and you can see, this is where you got the wizard, and I was looking at all the corners to see the different elements. Each element has a different symbol, you know, and you have to stand in it, I realized. So there's a corner, each corner has a different element, and you have to stand by the elements that it's actually giving you the buff. Dash is telling me what to do and stuff, and I had to use that crappy auto rifle, the other one, that one. And so me and Dash went going in there and hoofing it around, and he was doing all the DPS on the boss because I didn't have a clue what I was doing here. But apparently each corner has inside of the thing, you know, it's like 4 corners. You just got to go inside and find what element's working for you know, what the element is. Like it says fiery dread, and you got to find the corner with fire. So I'm sitting here waiting for my invisibility to return, and so I'm like dodging that wizard from hitting me. And as soon as my invisibility comes back, I'm like, okay, we're out of here. So I'm sitting there shooting. As you can see, I'm getting nothing. And killing the ants. And then I realized Dash is over in that corner, and he's doing DPS on the boss. And all of a sudden the boss was dead. So it was kind of a weird situation. So make sure you, when you get in there, you look at the symbols and see if they match up with the different elements. Because like I said, as you see, I'm not doing any damage. And I think the corner is lit up. And so we hung out here for a minute, then we went back to see Eris, and we flew back over to see Eris, and Dash was pretty cool. He helped me out pretty good. And when we got to Eris, I was so happy because I got the Xenophage. And so that was honestly pretty good. You know, I haven't posted a video on YouTube for a while, so you know, I haven't been playing DC Universe, so I've been playing Destiny because one of my friends got me into it. And also, you know, I love DC, but man, it's all about money, and you know, I can't afford to keep spending all my money on DC, you know. So it was kind of one of those things that I just didn't like to, you know, spend money on anymore. And Destiny, you know, I can buy the DLCs, the season packs and stuff. If I want extra stuff, I can spend money like styles and stuff. But Destiny has been a game I played for, you know, not as long as DC, but, you know, I enjoy it. You know, it's fun. And I got the Xenophage. I finished a quest called The Journey, and now, you know, I appreciate the help from Dash, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys later. Bye bye.